People coming to the UK from certain countries in the world will need to register with the police after they arrive, and in this video I'm going to explain exactly how you do it. Now this is intended for people who be living in London and registering for the first time. If you're going to be living in a different part of the country, then you'll need to register with the police force in that area. If you're not sure, click on Create an account on the OVRO website and enter your UK postcode. If it's outside of London, you can click on Go to the Force site and you'll be able to see options for which police force you'll need to register with. If you've already registered and then your circumstances change, for example you get a new type of visa or your address changes, then you should still create an account but select Transfer from another force and follow the instructions OVRO give based on your circumstances. So if you do need to register with the police, it'll be written on one of three documents: your entry visa vignette found inside your passport, your biometric residence permit, or any emails or letters you've had from the UK Home Office. If you're pre-visa application stage and therefore don't have any of these documents, you can check the table of currently 42 countries on the OVRO website. If you're from one of these countries, you'll need to register with the police. Remember that only those 16 years and older will need to register. You should create an account and book an appointment within 7 days of arriving in the UK. Now it doesn't matter if the actual appointment is taking place 3 months after you arrive, but you must book the appointment within 7 days of arriving in the UK. The 7-day rule also applies for those whose circumstances change. For example, you get a new visa. So, go to the main OVRO website and click on How to Register. Then scroll to the bottom of the page and click on Go to the online portal. Click on Create an account and then enter the postcode of where you'll be living in London. As mentioned, this is also what you can do if you're not sure which police force you'll be registering with. Occasionally a postcode won't be recognised, usually if the building is new. In that case, just for the purpose of creating an account, you can enter the postcode for the main UCL campus if you're living in London. Then enter your email address and choose a password. Once your account is registered, you'll have 1 hour to activate the email from OVRO. You can now log into your account and start entering your details. Just remember that it's one account per person and you can't switch appointments. If this is your first time registering with the UK Police, then select New Registration. If you've already previously registered, either in London or elsewhere, select Transfer from another force. You can then select which visa you're in the UK on and confirm your choices. You now get to the 7 sections where you enter your details, and the majority of this is self-explanatory. However, I will give advice for certain ones. Unless you are legally married or in a civil partnership, enter single. Your tutor contact should be your personal or affiliate tutor at UCL. If you don't know who that is, contact your UCL department to find out. If you still can't find out, you can use international student support as your tutor contact. For sponsor of course, enter parents if you or your family is paying for your course. And of course, enter scholarship if you're at UCL on a scholarship. Here you'll notice that you can make this appointment before you've arrived in the UK. This is entirely your choice, but because certain things like collecting your BIP once you arrive can take a short while, and you won't know what your weekly schedule will be like, you may want to wait until you're actually in the UK before choosing your appointment date and time. At the bottom, you'll see 3 options regarding your BRP. If you're yet to collect your BRP, you'll have to enter the reference number on your UKVI letter. If you've already collected your BRP, then you can enter its details below. If there's anything you haven't mentioned which you think OVRO need to know before you arrive at your appointment, you can enter that here. Most people leave this section blank. You can then submit your form and you're now ready to upload your photo. This can be an existing photo you have in your computer or phone, or you can take a selfie on either. You just need to make sure it clearly shows your head and shoulders with no people or objects in the background. Once you've uploaded this, you can choose the date and time of your registration. When registering in London, the venues here all refer to the same OVRO building in London, so you can select whichever has the best availability for you. Selecting next available appointments is an easy way to find the earliest one, but you can obviously search for a specific date and time that suits you. Available appointments are highlighted in blue on the calendar. After selecting one, you can then see the details and book or cancel and choose another. Your appointment is now booked and you'll receive a confirmation email from OVRO which you can show to the staff when you register. If you need to reschedule or cancel your appointment, this can be done right here or at a later date by logging back into your OVRO account. Now when it comes time for your actual appointment, there are some documents you'll need to bring. It's very important you check you have the correct documents, as you may not be able to register without them. You'll need to bring your passport. Make sure you have collected your BRP before you actually attend your registration appointment. You'll only need to bring the Home Office approval letter if you've applied for your BRP in the UK. If you're staying in private accommodation, you'll need your tenancy agreement. If you're in UCL accommodation, you can use your UCL accommodation confirmation, or you can speak with your hall's accommodation office or reception and request this. For proof of study, you can print off your statement of student status from your UCL Portico account, which will have your course details. You can also choose your confirmation of acceptance for studies letter, your CAS, in which case your statement of student status can serve as your proof of address. The £34 fee will need to be paid at OVRO using electronic payment. Cash will not be accepted. So as you can see, registering with the police in the UK isn't difficult, but it is a legal requirement and should be a top priority when you arrive in the UK. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us via Ask UCL.